Hey, thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing well. The Hegelian dialectic is a ploy used by the elite to enslave us ideologically by giving us typically two options that we must choose between in order to keep us enslaved and in reaction mode. The Hegelian dialectic guides our thoughts and actions by telling us we must pick a side. This happens all the time, and most of us are blind to it. Just to name a few, we have Republican versus Democrat, liberal versus conservative, for immigration, against immigration, feminist versus anti-feminist, Christian versus atheists. If you don't follow Jesus, you're obviously following Satan. And while I'm on the topic, I want to mention salvationism is a toxic belief system that says we must worship an outside entity who will come and rescue us from this world. This means we stay silent and will never recognize our divine potential. Moving on, the Hegelian dialectic manipulates our consciousness into a circular pattern of thought. We're told if it's not this, it's that, when in reality the answers lie way outside of these polluted belief systems that are given to us. When we buy into either side of these fabricated conflicts, we're obfuscating our divine power and placing it in the hands of accusation and contempt. We should be worshiping each other, but we keep fighting over things that the elite are giving us every single time. The abortion conflict and others are used to manipulate us into begging our slave masters to pass or repeal laws, further reinforcing that we have no power. They want us to protest. They want us heated about topics given to us by the media, so we never get to the true issues, which is we're all enslaved and the reality we're told exists is fake. Protesting is basically begging our slave masters to change a system already based on oppression and confinement. Another Hegelian dialectic is artificial conflict resolution, or problem-reaction-solution. Politician Edward House in Philip Drew Administrator wrote, "Deliberately create problems and then offer only those solutions that result in the expansion of government. Create conditions so frightful at home and abroad that the abandonment of personal liberty will appear as a reasonable price for world peace." First step, create a problem. Second step, generate opposition to the problem via media-driven fear, panic, and hysteria. Third step, offer a solution to the fabricated problem. A great example of this is the Patriot Act, which was passed after our government caused 9/11. Leading up to 9/11, bin Laden was rubbed in our faces via tapes our government magically always had their hands on. Not to mention, bin Laden was clearly a different person in multiple videos. The Patriot Act dissolved our rights in the name of terrorism and was the solution offered after the media-driven fear, panic, and hysteria. Terrorists are creations of our intelligence agencies. Wars are completely staged, school shootings are staged and use crisis actors as well. World War I and World War II were used to execute agendas as well, but you can research yourself. This is happening constantly throughout the world. The Hegelian dialectic is the reason we must be on our feet when it comes to current events. We're naturally empathetic creatures, so they try to play with our emotions by reinforcing how terrible things are and how their solution must be employed in the name of the victims involved. The prescription is turn off the television. Our television has patented technology to manipulate our nervous system by electromagnetic fields. There's patents for subliminal messaging, for changing brainwave activity, and more. The television is programming our minds more than we think, hence the term programs. The news is the worst. I'm not saying don't enjoy movies and TV shows, but keep in mind the messages they're sending and limit it as much as you can. Also, stop feeding into the show. I know many of you feel passionate about women's issues, ethnic oppression, government corruption, and environmental destruction. But the change doesn't come from keeping these issues fragmented. It comes from coming together, realizing our divine potential, shunning money and government, and doing so in a peaceful way that isn't using hateful, fear-mongering energy. So that was just a quick summary of the Hegelian dialectic. Remember guys, it's okay, we can beat all of this, we just have to snap out of it. So, thanks for watching, I love you all.